Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. So here we go, here we go, here we go. Boom. My beard. Oh, bloop. You want to see what I'd look like if I skydived? Oh, that's it like this. Oh, beard goes straight up, straight up, straight up. How you doing, Chris? I'm singing, buddy. You applied for Kevin says he applied for a job in a school as a teacher. That'd be kind of cool. There we go. Oh, hello, Gracie. How are you? So what happens right now is Gracie's ripping around the house like somebody started her tail on fire, and Cosmo. We didn't start. No, it's oh, Miss Christie's here.
Fire.
I said like some. It's a simile. Simile.
Just to clarify, so nobody thinks we're hurting our.
We didn't clarify the cat either. We didn't take her and put some butter on her. Miss Christie's here. And so Christie's Christie's not running around the house. No. Gracie's running around the house like her tail is on fire, and Cosmo is stuck in a box about half his size, which is about this big, and he's just like, boom, going, I don't know why she's running like that. I have no idea. I don't know why cats like boxes. I have no idea.
If he fits, he sits.
If he fits, he sits. Excuse me, I got the hiccups now, again. Justin says, hi, Miss Christie.
Hello.
Let's read a couple of books. So I'm getting low on books, and so I'm going to go, we might in the next little bit, because with the city going down to Code Red, there probably won't be any places for me to order or get books from. So we will read what we have, and then we will we'll reread some of my favorites. How does that sound? Does it sound good for everybody? Sorry, don't have a choice.
I look forward to some of that. I want you to reread.
Reread?
Some of the Mo Willems books.
Oh, yeah, we could reread.
Dr. Zeus.
Reread. Oh, you want me to do the one that gets me all confused?
Well, I want you to do all of them.
Okay.
I enjoy them.
So, for the next few days, Miss Christie gets to pick the books, and I just get to say yes or no. Do you want to pick the books?
No.
Oh, because you know I was going to say, can I have a puppy real fast there, didn't you? Man, she's on to my tricks. She's on to my tricks, man. Well, on the subject of puppies.
No.
Problem. No problem. That's what I hear.
I just heard problem.
Oh, you heard problem?
You're a big problem.
I am a big problem, but you know what the solution is? Puppy, 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 puppy. Hey, cats, you want a puppy? Don't say anything if you want a puppy. See? Even the cats want a puppy. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, sadness, everybody. Barbara's saying, hi, Miss Christie and Taz. Nice try. Yes, it is a nice try. I tried very hard. So anyway, we got some older books. Oh, you know what? I got some classic books I could read too. Like some older ones. They're very old. You know, you're the kind when you were reading when you were little. On the stone tablet. Oh, no, I did ding, making a book like that. So, anyways.
I'm going to take all your underwear and dip them in the water and throw them outside. So
you're going to take my underwear and you're going to dip them in the water and you're going to throw them outside.
Yeah.
That's the worst that you're going to do?
That's where I'm going to start.
I'm just not going to, I'm not going to even start there. I'm going to wear frozen underwear.
Enjoy.
Yep. Let's read something special. There you go. Here's a book called Something Special. This book and these books. How many do I have here? I got 3. Well, I only need to read 2. There you go. So we got one for tomorrow. Are brought to you by Timeless Painting. My buddies Dave and Sam and Nick from Timeless Painting. They have supplied us with these books. These are ones that we went on a hunt and found some books. This is an old library book. I like the old library books. That's what I like to read there. This book is from 1988, so 84 years ago. And who's the publisher? Little Brown and Company. This book is written by David McPhail, and I think that he is the illustrator as well. Usually, no illustrator means Marty and Mike are watching. There you go. M people. Marty, Mike, M. Everybody in Sam's family could do something special. Everyone except Sam. Sam looked sad about that. Sam's sister played the piano, and Sam loved to watch her fingers fly over the keys. But when Sam sat down to play, it wasn't the same. "You've got stone fingers, Sam," Sarah cried. Stone fingers. Sam's sister Flo played first base. She hardly missed a catch. Sam could watch her play for hours. Sam wanted to play baseball too, but he couldn't catch a thing. "Butterfingers," yelled Flo. I was probably getting discouraged by now. Sam's brother Eugene was a computer whiz. He really knew how to make the computer hum. "Let's try." "Let me try," begged Sam. When Sam touched the computer, it screamed, and so did Eugene. It's on fire. Sam's father was a wonderful cook. Not only did everything taste good, it looked beautiful too. Once Sam helped cook dinner, but nobody was hungry. Look at the dog. See the dog there? Sam's mother carved wooden birds. Sam thought they almost looked alive. He wished he could carve birds too, but he was too young to use a sharp knife. "Maybe Grandma will teach me to knit," thought Sam. "She makes it look so easy." Well, knitting's not very hard, is it, Miss Christie?
It just takes practice.
It takes lots of practice. You've knit me some socks and things like that. But it wasn't. I'll show Miss Christie this picture first.
I've been there.
The magician on TV made the disappearing egg trick look easy too. But the trick didn't work for Sam, no matter how many times he tried. All kinds of eggs on the ground. Even Sam's dog, Fred, could do something special. "I can do that," Sam said. But he couldn't. What else can I try? Sam wondered. He walked down to the pond to see the ducks, and the birds were singing. Maybe I can sing, he thought, but not even the birds would listen. The birds are just flying away. Silly. Sam wanted to talk to his mother. She was trying to paint duck's feathers. "I just can't get it right," she complained. "Maybe it should be greener," said Sam, "like the ducks on the pond." "Show me," said Mother. Like the ducks. Well, he was just looking at the ducks a couple minutes ago, right? "Why, that's perfect," Mother said. "Oh, this is fun," Sam said. "May I paint a picture?" "The apple looks good enough to eat," said his father. Next, Sam painted a picture of Sarah with her flying fingers. And one of Flo, holding the trophy she just won. It looks just like you, Flo, said Sarah. Then Sam painted a picture of Eugene and his computer with all his zips and zaps. Zips and zaps. Sam firmly thought that being able to paint was something special. Firmly. Sam's family thought it was something to be special. And so did Sam. So that was a kind of a good book, hey? So did Sam. He's right there with the ducks and stuff. Right there with the ducks and things. Yeah. It's about finding something that's special, right? For you, it's you can't be like I love doing watching people dance, and I love watching people sing. And I'm not a particularly good singer, and I'm not a very good dancer, but I've had competitions where I had to. We did a dancing competition one time, right? And I did okay. It took a lot of practice. It was lots of practice, and it was a lot of fun. And then there was hey Kyle, how are you, bud? And Peter too. And there's certain things that I watch people. I'm like, oh, I wish I could do that. You know, my buddy Chris Henderson is an amazing singer. He's "I'll Be Your Mountain." If you Google "I'll Be Your Mountain" by Chris Henderson, it's one of my favorite songs. And he's just got such a great voice, and I like singing too, but I can sing okay, but I don't have the same kind of training that Chris does. So it's finding something special. And when I always wanted to try to be, I always liked sports, and I wasn't very great at sports because I was always the big kid. I was kind of clumsy and things. And then I stumbled across comedy, and I love making people laugh, and that's what makes me special. And yeah, that's it, right, Miss Christie? You're very good at knitting. I tried knitting for, I think, 40 minutes, and I was just like, I'm not making socks yet? This is ridiculous.
It takes a little longer than that to get to the point where you can make socks.
Oh, I should have stayed with an hour.
I mean, I'm sure there's people out there who have conquered it that fast. Yeah. I didn't. Yeah. It took a little bit more practice.
But I watch you making them, and then I'm not going to lie to you. I thought it was you make me socks all the time for Christmas, please, and things like that. And you make me socks for am I wearing? No, these ones I got from a fundraiser that Jessica Holmes was doing, right? So let's hear you sing. Well, at the very end, I sing, don't I? So you can listen to the song at the very end. I was going to say something. Oh, you made these socks, and they always have really cool colors and things like that. And I really thought, oh my gosh, how does she get each one of the things to be? She has to use all these different colors. But it's the wool is dyed in a certain way so that it makes that color.
Yes.
I thought you had to make each one of those little rings.
No, you worked smarter, not harder.
I know.
So Tazzy,
yes.
Are we going to talk about the elephant in the room?
No.
No? Okay.
No, there's no elephant in the room. I want a puppy. If we could have if we could have a puppy, I'd like to have a puppy, please. A puppy. An elephant never forgets, and a puppy never remembers. So it works out really good. So this one, I'm sending it to all my friends in Saskatchewan and the prairies and Calgary and up to Brandon and not Winnipeg, because the other day when it was 21 degrees here, people were like, oh, what's the weather like in Winnipeg? Oh, what's the weather like there in Winnipeg there? It seems like it must be snowing because it's snowing here. It was 21 degrees. 21 degrees here in Winnipeg, and there was snowstorms. My friend said that it took her 3 hours to get to her car, to shovel to her car. It was so deep. Mm-hmm. And she didn't have a shovel, which was probably part of the problem. Yeah, so here's a book called When It Starts to Snow.
It's an excellent choice.
When it starts to snow, first of all, don't freak out. Driving is pretty much the same as it was last time you drove in the snow. Number one rule.
But again, that's something that takes a little practice.
Oh, it does take a little bit of practice, right? Yeah. But people get... I love it when people, well, you look outside, it's snowing, it's ridiculous, it's snowing out. And I'm like, well, it's because it's November in Winnipeg. Mm-hmm. So generally, I don't know the last time we had a November that had a plus 20 day.
I don't know.
I love the fact that it's totally Winnipeg too. What's the temperature today? 21. And then you wake up the next morning. What's the temperature today? With the wind chill -4. Oh, did I doze off or something? Something's happening there. Something's happening. So when it starts to snow, I've not read this book. I just think the pictures are really cool and that sort of stuff. Once again, this book, my buddy Dave and Sam and I went to. This is the Kildona Thrift Shop. I like the Kildona Thrift Shop. MCC store. You know what MCC stands for? It's like a cow that has a cold. Oh, he's going to sneeze, right? Oh, no.
I don't think that's accurate.
That might be accurate.
No.
Have you ever seen a cow sneeze?
No.
No?
No. However...
Cat sneeze.
In terms of the store...
Yes.
I don't think they're referring to a cow sneeze. If that is a cow
well,
sneeze.
It might be.
No.
McPhail?
I'm pretty sure
it's like
it means Mennonite Central Committee or something along that line.
Oh, so you don't even know. It could be me. I like my answer better. This is by Phillis Gershator? Gershator? I think so, right? The words are moving around. Hey, Gershator. Illustrated by Martin Madge. Martin Madge. Martin Madge, if you're watching, I'm flattered. Oh, let's take the cover off the book because we'll put it over there. No, I just want the cat. What's that book? I'm not interested. When it starts to snow. It's funny, though, the cats aren't interested in the book because whenever I have a paper down, they're like, hey, I guess we're going to sit on this for a little bit. Henry Holt and Company, New York, thank you very much for letting me read this. And this book was, I love the fact that I prepare, hey? Either 1866 or 1998. I'm thinking 1998. What's 1866? Oh, they've been publishers since 1866. Well, I don't know. Here we go. What if it starts to snow? What do you do and where do you go? Oh, this sounds like it's going to be a rhyming book. What do you do and where do you go? Is that what it says? Well, you go inside to get warmer clothes on. And then you go outside. I'm not very good at rhyming tonight. Oh, I said it. I creep in the house, says the mouse. The cold winds blow when it starts to snow. There we go. If there's a mouse in the house, I hope it's one that goes, oh boy! Uh-huh. Oh boy! That's a Mickey Mouse, just to let you know.
Yeah, I got that.
M-I-C, see you real soon. K-E-Y, why? Because I love you. I sit in the window, says the cat. Big eyes glow when it starts to snow. You can hear Weebies playing in his room. His friends. Oh, was that one? There we go. Sorry, I thought there was a couple pages there. I keep watch, says the shiny black crow. Caw, 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 when it starts to snow. I don't think
That's an awesome crow. I love it.
It's a crow that has roots in the toucan family. Sometimes one can't, but two can. Oh, I'm so silly. I look for seeds, says the sparrow. Peck, 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 when it starts to snow. Now, in comparison to the crow, the sparrow is very tiny. It looks like. What if it starts to snow? What do you do and where do you go? We fly south, says the geese, all in a row. Honk, 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 when it starts to snow. I remember when I was young and my dad says they're honking because the guy in front of them isn't going fast enough. Honk, honk, I'm going as fast as I can. I get pulled over by a crow. I build a lodge, says the beaver. The work is slow. Chop, chop, chop. When it starts to snow. The water is chilly, says the fish. It's best to lie low. Swish, shush, shush. When it starts to snow. Doodly, 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 beep, doodly, doo. I go to the barn, says the pig. If it's too cold to hoe, oink, 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 when it starts to snow. Oh, I wait for the farmer, says the cow. He's coming, I know. Moo, 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 when it starts to snow. Do you know what kind of dresses cows like to wear? Moo-moos. That was utterly ridiculous.
Groan.
You don't have to groan. I put a big effort into that joke.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Oh, you made me feel like I just calved. What if it starts to snow? What do you do? Where do you go? I hide my eggs, says the hen, so the chicks can grow. Cluck, 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 when it starts to snow. I hope you don't hide the eggs. I hope you just sit on them. Do hens sit on the egg? Exactly. Oh, shall I continue? Listen, chick. I fly up high, says the rooster. Listen to me crow. Crock-a-doodle-doo, when it starts to snow. I stay here, says the worm. It's warm down below. Wiggle dig dig when it starts to snow. Lots of voices tonight. If it starts to snow, what do you do and where do you go? I wear a new coat, says the stoat. A king from head to toe, white fur, winter fur, when it starts to snow. I didn't know those were called stoats. I wonder if it's another word for like a weasel or something. We shall see. Don't make a big mink about it. I follow the turtle. Oops, hang on. Okay. No, that doesn't say anything about a turtle. I follow the turtle, says the frog. Down to the mud I go. Peep, 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 when it starts to snow. How deep's the water, Chris? How deep's the water, Chris? How deep's the water? I told you a couple of times already. How deep's the water?
Knee deep.
Knee deep, knee deep, knee deep. I look for a place, says the deer, where the moss and grasses grow. Leap, leap, run, when it starts to snow. Unless your nose is red aglow, and then you got to go to the North Pole, you know. Rhyming about Rudolph. I dive down the hill, says the otter. I'll go with the flow. A slip, slip, slide when it starts to snow. Look, says the black bear. The snow is deep. Hurry, scurry. Oh, it's time to sleep. He can't bear to stay awake any longer. You know what he says? It's time to go to bed. He goes, okay, Dan. Okay, Dan, because that's what he... Okay. There we go. There's my impression of Saskatchewan yesterday or the day before. Just all snow. All kinds of snow in there is what it is there. A bat in a cave, a snake in a rock pile, a raccoon in a log, and a squirrel in a hollow. A mole in a tunnel, a rabbit in a hole, a wolf in a den, and a chipmunk in a burrow. None of those rhymed. My OCD just got triggered. Where do you go when you want to sleep? Snow on the roof, snow on the ground, brand new snow coming down, down, down. I can't sleep when the snow wants to play. Three cheers for snow. Hip, hip, hooray! It's funny that he's wearing a toque and a scarf, but he's not wearing boots. He's wearing like shoes and no mittens. There you go. You like the pictures in that book, don't you?
I really do.
Miss Christie's claiming that book for her own now, so we will never see that book again until it's time to read it. And then she'll be like, read this book. And she will put it in front of me, and I shall read it. Well, there you go.
He's wearing shoes.
Well, he's wearing shoes, but not boots, I said. He's not wearing boots, he's wearing little shoes. Miss Christie puts earplugs in because my voice is too loud, and sometimes she just hears, Papi. That's all she hears.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, thank you much for letting me read. What lessons did we learn today, Miss Christie? We learned that everybody has something special. They just have to find it, right? There's something special about them. And that's okay. You don't have to be like anybody else. You can be like yourself. I think that's important. And when it snows, all the animals rhyme. That's the other thing we learned. Oh, go have yourself a really great day. Tomorrow is Remembrance Day. Please take the time to, if you know anybody, any veterans, please take the time to thank them for their service to our country, so that we could have a country that we lived in, that we live in, that we're proud of, and yeah, that's very important to me. So have yourself a really great evening, and I will talk to you. I don't know if I'm reading tomorrow. I think I am. I think I'm reading tomorrow. We'll have to see. I don't think I'm doing anything else. My brain just went blank. That's okay. It's better sometimes for it to be blank than too busy. I will talk to you tomorrow. Good night, Mr. Justin. Have yourself a really great day. He's already written ABK, which of course means always be kind. Always be kind, always be kind. I try to promise myself to always be kind. And I try to be kind as much as possible. Sometimes my brain works faster than my heart does. And I read a great quote. You know what it said the other day? It said, never talk with an angry heart. That's a good one, hey? So, and if you are rude to somebody or you hurt somebody's feelings, just take the time to say thank you, or not say thank you, say I'm sorry, and move on. Because you know what? Often we will say things without realizing we're hurting somebody's feelings, or sometimes, to be honest, we do it on purpose because we're hurting ourselves, and that doesn't make it right. But we just say sorry, and hopefully they accept our apology, and then we move forward. That's it. My brain just went all over the map about different things. So I'm trying to get one thought to come out my mouth instead of 4 or 5. And don't worry about being perfect, because we're not perfect. Nobody needs to be perfect. Nobody should try to be perfect, because it's not important to be perfect. And all that you say and all that you do, you never have to be perfect. You've just got to be you. So you be you, and I will be me. Cosmo will be sleeping in a box for no reason. Gracie will be ripping around here like Gracie does. Miss Christie be Miss Christie. And Wee Beast, he's off playing a game. So lots of love from Miss Christie and I. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Or if you just want to go on YouTube, you can find another one of these, and I'll talk to you in about 40 seconds. Good night, Facebook friends, good night. Good night, Facebook friends, good night. May your dreams be cheery and your dreams be bright. Good night, Facebook friends, good night. Sleep tight, Facebook friends, sleep tight. Sleep tight, Facebook friends, sleep tight. May your dreams be so cheery till the morning light. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night, Miss Christie.
What?
May I please have a puppy?
No.
She said maybe. Ooh.